stoppage in Antigua and Barbuda. It's only 1 month, the month of January, and already we have 2 killings. Look at where we are. That is what you have to do to measure Browne16's leadership. You also have to look at the rates of our women. And this man here, who is putting up himself against Gaston Browne, I want to make a simple statement. Colin Derrick is no match for Gaston Browne. Colin Derrick is no match for Gaston Browne. And I can tell you clearly, the choice is so simple. The choice is a simple, straightforward one. You have a young man with an intellect, a proven man here in Antigua and Barbuda, not only in the private sector, but in government. And you have Colin Derrick, the Minister of Justice, and not long ago, I think in this very constituency, he said to the people that most of the killings are associated with the drug trade. But let me ask you a question. Look at the logic. If most of the killings are associated with the drug trade, the question then has to be, why has the drug trade increased under Browne16? Why has it? Browne16 then must answer that question. And Colin Derrick stood up and he said the policemen under the Antigua Labour Party only have 4 cellular phones. Well, not only is it a lie, but maybe we didn't need more than 4 cellular phones, because we had a motivated police force that was out there fighting crime. And I want to say about to Browne16 and Colin Derrick, with all your cell phones, with all your technology, you could not have saved the life of that soldier, of that captain of that yacht. So there has to be problems deeper than they're trying to say. And let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is simply this. Antigua and Barbuda has elected in 2004 the most incompetent government ever in the history of Antigua and Barbuda. So when Browne16 talks about leadership, he cannot disassociate himself from the conditions of Antigua and Barbuda today. When you look at what's happening in our economy, look at what there has not been a single investment of any note in Antigua and Barbuda. And it's worse now when you combine the murder of the captain of the yacht, you combine the murder of those 2 British citizens. Tourism is in peril. Tourism, the most important industry, is in peril. And they don't have any answers. So we have now in Antigua and Barbuda a situation where the entire nation is hopeless. We do not have hope. You get up in the mornings and you scratch your head. Many of you wonder, where will the next dollar come from to feed your children? Many of you go to the supermarket, and when you push up your cart and you look at the register, you have to tell the lady, stop there, let me take back the rest. No country should be treated that way by any government. You have one solemn obligation, not only to yourself, but let me tell you this, your decision must take into account that what you do today will affect the unborn. There are children that are not yet born that will be affected by your decision. The child in school cannot vote, but you're voting for their future. Those are the situations that we face with. And I'm saying to you tonight, don't take politics to be just another event. You have the opportunity to change things in this country. Yes. You can stand up and say enough is enough. And I want to say to Browne16 tonight, we will not accept your government is going to impoverish the people of Antigua and Barbuda. We are going to reject it. And I want you to tell him, let me hear you say tonight, enough is enough. Do you believe it's time for the Antigua Labour Party to take over? I can see it in your faces. Never before have we been in this condition. You have hopeless situation in your hands. Hopeless. You have been trampled. Let me tell you something. Under the Antigua Labour Party, you could criticize the government you hold on to your job. People are afraid today to stand up for their rights. They're afraid today to say that they support a political organization. If you do that, you lose your job. Under the Antigua Labour Party, under Lester Bryan Bird, even if you're in a position, you get a job and you eat bread in this country. What dear Browne Spencer, who he thinks he is, to take taxpayers' money and discriminate against their own taxpayers. Isn't it an irony that you put money in the treasury, all of you put money in the treasury, but you don't have a right to earn a dollar from the very government that you support with your taxes? I say that is wrong, and that must stop. And we are organized as a team in the Antigua Labour Party. All the men are committed. We are committed to the objective and the goal to rescue Antigua and Barbuda. Let me hear you say, are you ready to rescue Antigua and Barbuda? I see it in your faces. And I'm saying I am tired and fed up with what's happening in Antigua and Barbuda. And during the Antigua Labour Party, we used to love, we knew how to respect, and love is what unites. And when you have unity, you have peace. When you have unity, you have peace. Browne Spencer, the divider, cannot be the uniter in Antigua and Barbuda. He has divided this country, and he is not capable of uniting this country. I put it to you that the only salvation of unity we have is the Antigua Labour Party. Under Lester Bird, we shall unite this country. Those of you who are on the fence and you're waiting to make up your mind, let me tell you this. We in Antigua and Barbuda know what it is to have a government that cares. We know what it is to have a government that gives you hope. Your hopes have been shattered by this government. Your rights have been trampled upon. And let me end up by saying, I tell you this, I want to be very clear with Browne Spencer. Browne Spencer said, and I have the tape, and I take this seriously, that the people must think that if they vote in the Antigua Labour Party, some of us might not be able to go to Parliament because we will be disqualified. I put this paper in my pocket and I promise Browne Spencer one thing. When St. Mary's North go to the polls and elect Marvin Joseph to go into Parliament, tell Browne Spencer, keep out of the way. And when you are City West, you go to the polls and you elect Gaston Browne, telling Browne Spencer to clear the way. When you are East, you all go to the polls and you elect the next leader of Antigua Labour Party, Lester Bryan Bird, and you elect him to go and lead the Caribbean. And Browne Spencer thinking about Allah will clear the way. So, Browne Spencer shall not intimidate the Antigua Labour Party. The message should be clear. We shall win this next election. Are you ready to have your representative in Parliament? We can't hear you. Are you ready for the Antigua Labour Party? Well, we hear a little bit now. But the point is this, that Browne is trying to use intimidation. But I hope Browne doesn't try to test the resolve of the Antigua Labour Party men. We are functioning as a responsible political organization. But when it comes to the issue of our constitutional rights, there is no compromise. None whatsoever. And we have an obligation to protect the democracy in this country. Browne Spencer is busy trying to dismantle our democracy. We shall return to rebuild our democracy. A democracy that guarantees rights. Your right to choose.